1 week from today, the people of Moorhead will be voting on a $78.2 million bond referendum so Moorhead can build a new elementary school and also an addition, if you will, to the 5th and 6th grade of the Horizon Middle School in order to keep up with the district's growth in Moorhead. With us tonight, two people who would like to see us say yes next Tuesday. That is Moorhead Superintendent Lynn Kovash and MSUM President Ann Blackhurst. To both of you, thanks so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having us.
Lynn, we'll start with you. Let's say I'm in Moorhead tonight and I'm watching this and I'm thinking, okay, $78.2 million, that's, a good chunk of money. But at the end of the day, if I vote yes, what does it mean to my property tax bill? And let's say my house is at $150,000, for example.
That would be an increase of $9 a month.
Wow, I've heard much higher numbers. Is that because the property values are going up so much in Moorhead?
It is because of the growth in Moorhead. That really has increased our tax base. And so that has really had a positive impact on our taxes.
And I know you put a piece in the paper with the president of Concordia, the president of Minnesota Technical College as well. My question to you is, why write the piece, one? And I know you've been going out and speaking, obviously, in our community to a lot of community leaders about this. What kind of feedback are you getting?
I've had very positive feedback. I think there's no doubt Moorhead is booming. People see the benefits of that growth, and they also understand that our educational system is one contributor to that growth. People move to Moorhead because we have a reputation for high-quality schools, we have excellent higher education institutions, and so I think in general, the people I talk to, and granted, they're probably a select audience, but have been very supportive.
So, and then you wrote the piece going, hey, look, I think this is important as a higher educator to make sure that we're funding this, or what was your outcome here?
I think in general, we don't always fully appreciate the fact that education is Moorhead's #1 industry, if you will. I think the school district is the #1 employer in Moorhead.
Wow.
And MSUM is not far behind. As a community, a Fargo-Moorhead community, I think of us as a college town, actually, given how many students, I think 35,000 college students we have in our community. So just to kind of raise awareness of the importance of education to our economic and social development. And then, as a longtime public educator, I have a strong belief that we owe the next generation a quality education, just as we received that from the generations that came before us.
I'm going to get to that in a moment, but Lynn, let's come back to you. Let's say, for example, the vote on Tuesday comes up no. What does that mean for the future of Moorhead students?
For the future of Moorhead students, it means that we'll be looking at increased class sizes. We won't be having the opportunities that we have now for some of our programming because we'll have to use some of those spaces for classrooms to actually educate students. It will be overcrowding in our schools. We now are using every space we have, and it will mean increased students in a classroom.
What's a typical classroom size now?
Well, we're between 25 and, well, I'll say in kindergarten about 24 actually because of all the numbers of kids, about to 28, 29.
Wow. So if you get a no, are you looking at what, 35 kids per class, or?
Well, we'll have to, look. We may not see that immediately, but it will be down the road depending on if we can build more classrooms. So you would be looking above 30. Our goal in Moorhead has been to stay below 30. Just as we've been through very difficult times. I've been in Moorhead so long, we've been through very difficult times when we've had to make enormous cuts, and this is just a wonderful time for the future of Moorhead.
I want to get your thoughts on where education's at today, because I think you both talked about, hey, it's so important that we obviously are providing a great education system for our kids. We all know that as you build this elementary school, they're soon going to go to the high school, which maybe we'll talk about that in a moment. But even today, we had some results come out here in North Dakota that were not real promising as far as proficiency scores. I'm going to share with you, according to the Minnesota Education Department, and it's called the Report Card for Schools, where Minnesota is at. You took over as superintendent in 2008. This is going to show from 2011 to 2015. If we can bring this up, please, and give you a chance to comment on what these proficiency scores mean. But I think also when I look at these scores, reading's down, math is down, science is down. Why should people say, yeah, you know what, Superintendent Kovash, I'm going to trust you with more money, and what are you going to do to improve these scores with it?
Well, these scores are one measure. We have many other measures. In fact, our graduation rate has been increasing. So those are one measure, and there's a lot of debate in the state of Minnesota about those scores, about what those scores are testing. So that is part of it. Part of it is looking at the education of our students. As I said, test scores are one thing. Students need to be actively engaged. They need to be learning hands-on other ways. Those are not easily tested. You know, I look here in the studio, we have the green screen. It's very different from where we were many years ago. Things have changed in our world. They've also changed for our students. They need to be prepared in many different ways. This is a paper pencil test that you sit and fill out and bubble or do on the computer. But there are other measures we have to look at too. Yes, we're not happy with our test scores. They're right in line with the state of Minnesota.
Yep.
But that is something we need to always continually work on. But again, one measure.
And I think most people, I look at the Valley, most people I think are very common sense, fair-minded people. So they say yes to you, go, okay, here's the money for the new school. I guess the question to you as a parent, I'm saying, okay, so how are you then going to raise those proficiency scores for my son or daughter?
We continue to work. We have, we need spaces when we talk about spaces for interventions to help our students. There's small group, large group. How do you utilize that to help increase those test scores? But more than test scores, it's about the learning. It's about students, what students know and are able to do. That is what the tests are supposed to be testing. They're called the standards.
And do you think they're actually measuring that? What kids are learning?
Just a small piece. I think there's so much more in learning than what is measured on a test.
President Blackhurst, I got 1 minute. I'm going to give you the last word.
On testing.
Vote yes.
Your thoughts on those, then quickly, those proficiency scores, because again, today in North Dakota, we had the same thing, and it was 46 in math, 40 in reading. I mean, they were abysmal by my scores or my standards. But I guess I look at that and I go, in Minnesota, I know, supposedly nationally does pretty well, but I look at that and I go, that's not good.
I would just add that we find ACT scores to be one of the worst predictors of student success in college, and so I can relate that in some ways to what Lynn is saying about the proficiency test.
And I want to have you guys back and talk about how can we change this so we're actually, because I think it's important, measurements are important. I think accountability is important, but if we're measuring the wrong things, then it's not doing anybody any good. So how can we measure the right variables to ensure that our students are getting the information, translate into a great degree, graduation, those kind of things. So to both of you, thank you very much. Good luck on Tuesday. We look forward to having you back, okay?
Thank you.
All right, stay with us when we come back. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys care, but bacon is now apparently is killing us. I mean, what is going on? We're going to find out from NDSU Associate Head of Animal Sciences Department, Eric Berg, about all this information right after this.